First Lieutenant Bradley Hammond, BRADLY HAMMOND. I am the POC for the cyber group for the Estonian deployment.
Same squadron?
Yes, 175th.
I'm in the 175th Cyber Operations Squadron, the 175th Cyber Operations Group, the 175th Wing.
Perfect. So tell me, how did this exercise, what was your role in setting this exercise up? And get us over here.
The Wing had point of contacts, POCs, for the entire Wing logistical part of it. That was Lieutenant Colonel Harrigan and his assistant, Major Hoar. Throughout the year, we met with various other POCs from the other squadrons that were going to be participating and hashed out what our focuses were as individual squadrons to get personnel involved and to figure out how many people were going to be going. And during these conversations, it was basically decided that if the cyber group was going to go, they needed to have something to do. And it was up essentially to me to figure out what that was. So early on, I kind of came up with the idea that we should have a cyber exercise. And that pretty much snowballed from there. We got the Cyber Operations Support Squadron involved in January, and they came up with this really excellent exercise that we're actually doing right now. Okay. So the exercise is,
keep that short.
the exercise is being conducted on a new capability that we recently acquired. It's essentially a simulator, and we have two blue teams that are performing defensive operations, and we have a white cell that's conducting the exercise and a opposing force OP4 team that's creating effects for the defensive team to combat. Back in January, when we decided that we were going to create this exercise for this event, we wanted to figure out how to incorporate the A10 capability from our wing. So a few of us went over and talked to some of the maintainers in one of the hangars and got to go sit in the A10 and figure out just how analog it really is. The only computer systems that really touch the system are maintenance involved. They're part of their diagnostic systems. So we decided that that would really be the only realistic vector to have an intrusion happen for an A10. That is part of the scenario, is that the maintenance laptops, the diagnostic laptops, have been infiltrated by a malicious software and could potentially hamper A10 sorties. I think primarily we have really good contacts, really good relationships with those contacts, especially in the Ministry of Defense Cyber Division. We're continually, through the tabletop exercises that we're involved with, we're keeping those ties and those relationships strong, and they have been very interested in having a technical exercise. And this is the first opportunity that we've actually had to bring a system and perform this exercise jointly with the Estonians actively participating.
And what's like the interaction been like between our airmen and those Estonians?
I think it's going extremely well. In fact, last night we had one of the Estonians who was participating on the OP4 team came out with us, had drinks, and to a restaurant. And I think it went really well. He's fitting in really well. And the other ones, I believe, are definitely contributing to the teams. Absolutely. I really, as I said before, this is the first time we've had a technical exercise with that we've been able to include the Estonians in. And as a first, it's a beginning step. And we absolutely anticipate from here on out conducting more of these at higher technical levels and continuing to strengthen the bonds that we have with the Estonians, potentially culminating in an instance where if they're requesting assistance from EUCOM, we could potentially be involved in their defense, assisting in their defense.
Good. Anything else we didn't touch on you want to hit on?
I think you probably got most of the good stuff from Colonel Robinson.